Oftentimes, protagonists are looked down on for looking weak or simply aren't perfect for the role, but it so happens that they turn out to be the greatest hero there ever existed, or even the most powerful beings. Today's video will be taking a look at 10 underestimated anime protagonists who turn out to be overpowered. If you are new around here, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel with the notifications bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video. Starting this list with a complete banger of an isekai series, Black Summoner is what you need if you're looking for a protagonist who is a battle junkie. Basically, it's an archetype for a character who's always hungry for battle and wants to fight stronger enemies than himself for a real challenge. And this here is the fun part. Kelvin was summoned to another world as a beast tamer, one of the weakest classes that you could get, but somehow he made this class completely overpowered thanks to a couple few quests. He was ranking up faster than anyone else, to the point where he was powerful than the heroes group, and you could easily consider him the most overpowered solo hero in the entire series. Up next on the list is a huge fan favorite back in the days. This anime was indeed the talk of the season due to how good it was. Thanks to its realistic romantic relationship between the two protagonists and a badass story of a weak protagonist showing just how strong he really is, nothing could have been done better than Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry. The weakest F-ranked blazer, Iki, can't really use magic like all the other students in the academy can, but it turns out that he has a secret technique which proves to be very powerful during battle. He even managed to defeat an A-ranked blazer named Stella Vermilion, who is now his partner, and things get pretty heated up. Trust me though, if you haven't seen this anime, then it is definitely a must-watch. The legendary #1 hero in existence, Zero, was the greatest in all of mankind, as every other hero looked up to him and wished to follow upon his footsteps to be just like him. But one day, Zero actually disappeared without a trace, and as years went by, people just they forgot about him and his overall legacy. He actually decided to go into hiding himself since he never really cared about ranks or fame and just wanted a peaceful time to himself. But one day after returning, seems like no one knows who he is, and it's back to Zero to Hero where he fights tough bad guys and makes a name for himself once again to show just how powerful he was in the good old days. Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to get summoned to the same world you were at before for the second time? Well, that certainly is an adventure, because in Summoned to Another World again, the protagonist is the legendary hero of the other world who saved everyone, and now his adventure is about to begin once again for the second time, but this time with his entire classroom being summoned to fight evil. No one knows that the protagonist is a hero. Many actually kind of underestimated him at the start, first due to not knowing who he is, but I'd like to call him a badass for looking and also playing the part of, carrying a giant sword with him to slay enemies with ease. This here is one of my favorite harem action-focused series of a powerful vampire king hiding his true powers in public, yet no one knows just how dangerous he truly is. And the catch is, he doesn't even realize that as well. Akatsuki Kojo is the 7th primogenitor, a powerful vampire with destructive capabilities, and a secret organization sends a shaman to look after Kojo and pretty much to eliminate him if he poses a threat to humanity. Now Kojo, with his godlike powers, must use it to protect civilization from evil beings. With his epic summons and power, gorgeous animation and visuals, this here is what you really need. brand new reverse isekai series of a giant corpse god in the form of a skeleton was fighting the hero of the other world, to where the hero managed to get so close to defeating him, a reincarnation magic technique was then casted by the corpse god and he was sent to the real world of Japan in the body of a young man named Polka, who so happened to be a bounty target for hunters trying to kill him to receive money in exchange. Now, in the human body, he still can use all of his powerful necromancer techniques and all that stuff, which no one else can, which means he's the only one who can use magic and no one else can, which means he's badass. The protagonist of Spirit Seed Manual is your average otaku loser, who wants to learn about gardening and all that, more specifically wanting to learn about fairy seeds. He actually finds himself transported into a world of fantasy and magic, and now his new adventure in the other world is about to begin. As he journeys across this world, his task is to find the different fairies said to exist across these lands and change his destiny as the protagonist of this world. It's not the greatest Chinese anime, but it's pretty cool to see an average loser transform into a badass after getting cool powers to fight evil. Dragon Raja is more of a newer Chinese anime, and surprisingly a really good one considering it's an academy with dragons. An ordinary young man named Lu gets an invitation to join an academy, a very elite academy, and after deciding to attend, he has pretty much entered a world where dragons exist, and now he embarks on a new journey to become a powerful dragon slayer. This is a world where powerful immortal dragons are at war with the humans. The first bit of the series is the college life, and then later on, you will get the action that you've been waiting for. It may seem like, a huge jumble of things mixed together with high pace, but it all works together so well in my opinion, and I can guarantee you will enjoy it. High Card is a very cool anime series revolving around characters who wield playing cards from a deck, and it so happens that those cards aren't really ordinary and they each have special powers or abilities that the user can use after summoning it. It's like, a gambling series with action, mystery solving, and of course a crime thriller. The protagonist is trying to save an orphanage he cares so much about a lot and needs money desperately. He always carries around a playing card after losing his parents from a tragic accident, and it so happens that his card has powers that he has no idea about. And now the ending point has been reached of the video. The final series I'm going to recommend on this list is The Rising of the Shield Hero. Now Fumi is your average guy in real life, and upon entering a library, a book caught his attention to where he is transported to another world and has been chosen or summoned as one of the 4 cardinal heroes. He is the mighty shield hero, or in other people's eyes, the weakest hero of the others because he really can't do much besides defending. He can't attack. Not many wanted to be part of his group, and it so happens he was accused, threatened, and betrayed by everyone around him of doing something he never did, and was banished from the kingdom as a result. Now, with no one else to trust, he bought himself a slave to act as his sword, to level up, get stronger, and prove to everyone who underestimated him that the shield hero is useful as any other hero. Looks like you just made it to the end of the video and witnessed 10 underestimated anime protagonists who turn out to be overpowered. If I have managed to leave any anime out in particular that I thought would be a great shot on the list, then please let me know in the comment section down below, as I'd love to hear your varied opinion, or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I'd always appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.